it! And your old boy, James J.K. Kelly!
It's qualified already. So Jake Dearden and James Kelly have already qualified. They're in first position at the moment. They're 10 reps ahead, and they look like they could take the win.
Kelly once again receiving redemption with his partner Jake Dearden.
Last season was very mediocre. In the singles, I think I competed in 2 of the Elite 15 races, and I competed in all of the doubles majors, and obviously world champs in the doubles. We actually did a lot better in the doubles. Myself and James Kelly, we won the Melbourne major. We came 3rd in the Hamburg major, and we came 4th in Phoenix. I think what really messed up my season was actually attempting that sub 220 marathon. Looking back, it was a great target for me, and I learnt so much, and I don't regret it in the slightest, but it just took so much out of me in that time period that I really struggled to recover for the rest of the season. That, along with kind of chasing my tail with trying to build fitness as fast as possible, and I got too many injuries. I don't think last season I strung together more than 10 weeks of training without an injury, and I suffered massively. The world champs, we came 8th. It's not good enough, and this season is going to change. I think I performed better at a doubles race because I'm not just doing it for myself, I'm doing it for someone else. And for me, that external pressure means so much more than me just doing it for myself. I can't give up if I'm racing for someone else. If we're looking at it from a scientific point of view, I may be able to cope better with the short rest periods that you actually get within a doubles race as compared to a singles, which from my understanding is so much more aerobic. Coming into this next season, the goals that I've set myself are to win the doubles overall. I think myself and my new doubles partner, Charlie Bottrell, have the potential to do good things within that doubles environment, and I think we can win. That's goal number 1. About 3 kilometers on the treadmill. Just going to do a bit of mobility now, and then get straight into the session. And yeah. Right, let's check the session just in case I've got it wrong. I am guilty of that sometimes. Right. So, full session is going to be 4 lots of 1 minute ski into 1 minute run at 3:05 per kilometre pace on the run. Straight into the same with the row, so 4 rounds of 1 minute row, 1 minute run, and then we're going to finish with 4 rounds of 1 minute walking lunge, 1 minute run. So it's going to be quite tasty, I think. Goal number 2. Another goal is to get back into the Elite 15 singles, as there's a new qualification system, which means right now I'm not actually qualified for the Elite 15 singles. So I need to re-qualify, and I want to be able to hold my own within that Elite singles pack. First set done. 3 more on the ski. And we've got 4 on the rope, 4 on the 20 seconds rest. Not getting the result I wanted at World Champs has led me to investigate why it didn't go so well, and to analyse the whole season. And I think one of the things that went wrong last season was I was always chasing my tail. I was always trying to gain fitness quickly and trying to cram as much training as possible in all year round, with the intent of like more is better. And yes, to a point, more is better, but I think it led me to be overtrained. I was working hard in the wrong areas of training, and this resulted in a lot of sick days and a lot of injuries. I'm still coached by John for my strength training, but I've now got an additional coach, which is Alfie Manthorpe, who is an elite level runner, and he is in charge of my overall volume, which I haven't really had someone have a say on that before. It's always been down to me whether I'm doing enough or not, and I think I've shown within the last couple of years that I get that a little bit off. I overtrain. I have this insecurity within me that I've never done enough, and it comes back to bite me. So Alfie is going to be the guy that says enough is enough, or you've done enough training today, or you've done enough training this week, or take an extra easy day. And he's going to monitor my results, my overall volume, how I'm feeling, and leaving that in someone else's control, I think is going to take so much more stress off me, because all I have to do is show up and tick the boxes. Final set. That was like tough but good. You know, some sessions like they're challenging, but you're able to do it. And I probably had a couple more sets left in me there. I think that's like the perfect sweet spot, especially when you're doing double threshold day. Today we're doing a little bit different. Normally we do track in the morning and then that kind of session that we've just done at night, but the track isn't open this morning, so we've swapped them around. So we've done our tougher session first, compromise running, and then we're going to do a little bit more threshold type stuff at the track later on. And we've got 5 by 2K with some burpees, so yeah, that was good. Just time to refuel, hydrate. In here I've just got a carb mix, so 20 grams of carbs and some electrolytes I'm just sipping on. And I've been doing that throughout the session. In a minute we'll get some proper food and then yeah, prepare for our next session. Yeah.
Your hat's gone black.
My hat's gone black.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is? Sometimes I just like leave these about and people think, oh, you spilt water on it, but really it's just sweat. And they always pick them up and I'm like, you do know that's sweat? And they're like, ugh, that's disgusting. But yeah, nice little caps these, to be fair. Right, time to cool down. We'll do 15 minutes easy on the treadmill and then we'll get off. We've just got to Trafford Harriers for our second session of the day. It's going to be a track session. In my opinion, this is probably the best track in Manchester. It's just really well maintained. All the track's good, and it's kind of like a good atmosphere. There's good facilities. We're just waiting for Alfie. He's a little bit late. He's going to explain the session, and then we're going to get into it. So, nice little warm-up done. 3.2k just out, and then we're going to get into the session now. Just do a couple of strides. Alfie's going to explain the session. But yeah, I think being second session of the day, this one's going to be a little bit more relaxed because this morning was quite tough. Like I say, it's all about building. It's not about burying ourselves today so that we can't train tomorrow. It's about training today so we can recover from today, so we can go hard in a couple of days again. So yeah, and apparently, I didn't know this week is a bit of a down week as well, so a little bit more relaxed, bit of recovery this week, so then we can push again in the coming next 3 to 4 weeks. As I've officially been training with Alfie for 4 weeks now, I think. So yeah.
Jake's session is just 5 times 2k at threshold. He's having a bit of a down week this week because we've had a few weeks of building intensity, higher intensity, so it's a bit of an easier week. Still a bigger session day to day with a double day as well, but he's got some testing in a few days, so everything's just about trying to stay fresh for the rest of the week. So yeah, 5 times 2k threshold. Set your burpees as well, right?
Yeah.
So burpees after the 2nd and 4th, correct?
Yep.
And yeah, that's what he's doing. It's just a very simple session, trying to maximise aerobic volume at this point in the block, and also do some Hyrox stations into running, because especially burpees, that's what his biggest weakness is right now. So it's one, to get a bit of technique in, but also the burpees just allows him to get the effort a lot higher without having any more mechanical running load, which for me, especially for Hyrox, is the best case scenario. You're not really increasing injury risk in the running realm. Obviously the burpees can cause a few more problems, but in terms of running, you're getting a much higher intensity without adding extra load. So that's why he's got that as well.
Yeah, bro. Stopping my watch is shit, that.
What was it?
Tell me I'm in fucking lane 3. Joke. Do you know what I mean? Stopped over there.
My plans with Jake is to make him as fit as possible. I feel like he's, even since the marathon in January, he's not really had a consistent training block. And if you kind of look back at his training even before that, there's never really any consistent periodization where he's actually targeting something specific. It's always been a bit all over the place. So the plan is to get him as aerobically fit as possible. But no, he works extremely hard, and that's probably one of his biggest strengths, but also one of his biggest weaknesses, because it kind of allows him to fall into a bit of a trap where if I set him, let's say, 3:30 per K for a threshold, he's going to beat that on every single one. If he runs that pace or slower, or even around that, he'll see it as a failure.
So we've got 30 metres of burpees up into the line. It's getting a bit wet now, so hopefully they don't slip.
We'll be fighting for podium and the title in both the singles and the doubles in the World Championships, I personally think. So the goal is to really professionalise a lot of things he's doing, add a lot more structure to it, and also a lot more aerobic strength, whilst obviously still working on all the Hyrox things, all the Hyrox strength. That's a big requirement. And I can't see why, with those changes, he wouldn't get there by the World Championships. So obviously the goal is to get back into Elite 15, but from there he'll definitely be contending for podiums and first places in the Elite 15 and then the World Championships, in my opinion.
So, session done, 5x2K complete with a few burpees mixed in. Feeling good. I feel like every single week on this training program I'm getting fitter. And I'm getting stronger as well, and I'm just loving it. The training is not too hard, it's just about right. Don't get me wrong, it is fucking hard, but it's not too hard. I'm not calling the session short. I'm just like ticking the boxes that Alfie set, and then just focusing on recovery. It's so much less stressful than, you know, coaching yourself. Because when you coach yourself, you overthink everything. You think whether you're doing enough, or whether you're not doing enough, or whether you're doing too much, and like that in itself can be draining. So having someone else that has experience just kind of like guiding you, I think is so important to try and get to that next level. And Alfie is a good match for me because, like I say, he doesn't plan too much training. He doesn't try to fry me. He's kind of like the minimal effective dose for every single session, and then that just adds up. So, just finishing up for the day, just heading home now, and we've had a pretty good one. Both training sessions successfully complete, managed to hit the paces on everything. Just shows that training is tough, but it's going in the right direction. We're progressing each week, we're getting a little bit fitter, we're staying injury free, we're feeling healthy. I feel like the last kind of 4 to 5 weeks have been incredible in terms of just training, but also just like energy, mood, life in general. Like, it's been great, and I'm really excited for this next season. I genuinely am. I think our first race is going to be in about 5 or 6 weeks time, which is going to be a little bit of a tester. Hopefully Tenerife. We're going to hit a pro singles there, test ourselves, and then that's going to expose where we need to work on before we get really serious and the season starts properly. So yeah, good day in the bank, another day ticked, another day done, on to the next. And yeah, see you in the next one.